This episode of Not Too Deep is sponsored by Squarespace. The future is coming. Make it brighter with Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a unique website, showcase your work, blog or publish content, even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks. You can customize everything from look and feel to settings and products using beautiful templates created by, get this, world-class designers. And there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the offer code GRACE, G-R-A-C-E, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Why can't you guys just learn to talk already?
I know.
It's like we live in 2018. Why aren't animals talking?
Brooks made a really funny comment the other day.
Yeah, I made a really funny comment just now.
Well, the funny comment, Kat was the influence on this, that he was just like, what if Goose can talk this whole time? She's just choosing not to.
Oh my gosh. I think
like,
about that with dolphins. Sorry, Blue Planet. Are we rolling? Because this is good shit.
Have you seen Blue Planet 3? Blue Planet 3?
Okay, first off, there's only been 2. So if you've seen 3,
I mean,
Grace is a time traveler.
Planet Earth 3, Blue Planet? No. Isn't that what it is?
You're mixing so many. So there's been Planet Earth and Planet Earth 2.
Right.
And then there's been Blue Planet, and now they just had Blue Planet 2.
Oh, see, I considered Blue Planet the trilogy of Planet Earth.
No.
Because it wasn't good, I'll be honest.
Wow.
I mean,
shots fired. They're some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever seen.
Planet Earth was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't see Blue Planet.
Blue Planet is beautifully shot. I guess I realized that I'm just less interested in the ocean than I am on the ground.
The ocean scares me.
See, that's where I am. I gotta watch this stuff because I gotta find out what's going on underneath
it makes me. Yeah, it makes me less want to go in the water than I already do. It's just not want to go in the water.
Spooky.
And all of them look like aliens. They look so...
They do look like aliens.
They look like aliens that it makes me feel like this could be really good CGI or nature video.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
And the deeper they go, the creepier they look.
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the credits for Blue Planet, I always watch them all to make sure. I'm like, is it CGI? Where did they get this from? Because there was even like this amazing image of Earth, just like full Earth, and I was like, "How?" And then in the credits, it's like courtesy of NASA, and I'm like, "Damn it, they got me! They got me! That was good."
But it's still real.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's all real, and I'm
it's
just
all
like,
very impressive,
how is that real?
And this is what you're supposed to feel after seeing these: is how unbelievable the world is around us. There was this one scene.
You don't feel that after watching this?
I do. There was this one scene in Planet Earth 2 with these birds that I swear to God, and we have to look this up afterwards, I was like, these are cartoons. This isn't real footage. These are cartoons. This is CGI. I watched with 2 different people, and the whole time I was just screaming at the TV because my brain could not process that that's what these birds look like.
Cool.
They look like cartoon characters. It's so bizarre.
Like doing like a mating ritual or something weird?
Just being themselves. Just looking like they're outlined in black. Like I was also a little high. So I was very confused.
I mean, that's the way you watch it. I think look, the time lapses are amazing. They make it look like these inanimate objects that you're like, that doesn't move. All of a sudden is like fucking dancing around and like licking on itself, and you're like, what? That's alive? Let alone doing that cool little dance.
The footage that they're able to get blows my mind. That whole scene with the lizards and the snakes.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it took the internet by storm when that came out like a year and a half ago.
It's crazy. Speaking of taking the internet by storm,
Hello.
guess who's back? It's Mitchell Davis.
Yay!
Woo! Hello, hello, hello.
Live Lava Alive.
That's not right.
He's Live Lava Alive.
Live Lava Live, you shits.
I'm just saying, I'm making a pun because you're alive.
I'm popcorn.
Woo!
He's popcorn now.
Might
as well.
see hell, aka the CD emoji.
Yeah, you're selling merch now. I saw.
Yeah,
on the Might See Hell brand.
I own an orange sweatshirt.
I bought an orange sweatshirt too. I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair, that's a really great color. I was really jealous that I didn't make sweatshirts in that color.
It's I honestly, when I was making that store, I clicked every color I would normally never click.
Right.
Yeah.
It is a very cool icon. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
Like the melting letters. It's
yeah,
very rad.
That's
I like it a lot.
The 2018 Might See Hell logo. I just felt like refreshing it all up before I release new stuff.
So
Hell yeah, man.
Might See Hell, for people that don't know,
that's my music project. It's like 9 Inch Nails meets YouTube Mitchell Davis.
Yeah.
Super weird, but I love it.
And the name comes from Mitchell.
Yeah, it came from my name. How you spell it? MIT space C space HELL. Might See Hell.
I know. Are you still working on more music?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a constant. Every night I'm like just playing with a little bit at a time.
What music are you listening to right now?
Oh my goodness. I've actually been ingesting a lot of Tyler, the Creator these days. I've been a lot of that. And I've also been listening to a lot of, gonna pull it up.
Pull it up.
I don't want to. I've been listening to, the new Troye Sivan stuff has been so
we were just
good.
listening
We were
to some of
just
that.
listening to that.
Yeah, and I've been listening to a lot of Brockhampton as well.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
It's really good. It's like a boy band. It's the new style boy band. It's so good.
A new style boy band? That sounds
it's like a
right up my
rapping
alley.
boy band, and it's so good.
Brock Hansen?
Brockhampton, no
Oh,
spaces.
Hampton.
It's super
I thought
good.
it was like the updated version of Hansen.
Oh man, that'd be even crazier.
That'd be, I don't know. That might be a little too much.
What are you listening to right now, Grace?
That's actually, I'd love to know that.
Let's see. What I've been listening to so many true crime podcasts.
Okay.
That's
so like My
music.
Favorite Murder.
We're talking about
That's-
music. She
Nope.
goes into true
Last
crime
podcast on the left.
Cold Cases. That's
Oh,
my jam
got
right
it.
now.
Got it.
I've been listening to Someone Knows Something. It's this great series. But it's a little, no spoilers. It leaves, there's not a lot of closure that happens.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whereas I listened to Dirty John, which I loved so much. Highly recommend. And that
Yeah, that
story
podcast is huge right now.
it's insane.
I haven't listened to it yet, so no spoilers.
Yeah, so I haven't really been listening to much music because when I get in my car now,
You want to hear the next chapter.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
that,
And I've
yeah.
been stuck in
That's
traffic.
how I was when I was listening to Serial.
Yeah.
I was just like, next episode, please. I'm jonesing.
Yeah.
It's crazy sometimes when I look back at podcasts and I think how many hours I've invested in like just listening to these like shows for I don't know how long. Like when I go back and I just think of like all the This American Life that I've put inside my brain.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
must
like,
have listened to 500 episodes.
yeah,
of
like
that
my
show.
eyes just cross and I look in the air and I'm just like, shit.
I know. And when you think about how much it takes to produce an episode,
Oh my gosh.
and they're like mini movies,
Yeah.
but in your ears every
Especially-
time you listen.
Well, especially
so
like
good.
doing this, like, I mean, Mel, granted, I barely even touch these edits and stuff, but I can't imagine like the amount of stuff like you
Right.
you hear when you're listening to those.
And yeah, and Mel, I'm sure you understand all of our very nuanced vocal tics that we all do all the time.
Yes, she
Oh, man, I'm
does.
so
Yeah.
sorry.
I know. I try to be
Whoops.
aware of it, and I am just so not.
Oh man. Now I'm thinking I'm so cautious of
You're
everything
so
I'm doing now.
self-conscious.
I'm like, do I breathe in the mic? Do I make too close? Sorry Mel.
Sorry, Mel. We're rooting for you. Which brings us to our new segment. We are rooting for you.
We are rooting for you.
Where we choose a thing or a person or whatever it is in the world that we are rooting for this week. And Mitchell's joining us for this segment.
Yeah, because you're in our brand new A block. We have a slight change in our structure.
What?
This is where we used to just do a quick intro for the guest, and now we do a slightly longer intro and a much
Ooh.
longer interview. So
That's
thank you for
fun.
joining us for the entire show.
I will. And thank you for having me.
Of course.
Okay, so we're rooting for you. Mitchell, do you want to go first or would you like to hear
I'd
us-
like to, can I hear an example?
Yeah,
Sure.
Grace, why don't you go first? I want to
Okay.
go last.
This, I mean, I say this so much. Well, okay, I kind of have two, but this is going to come out after Timothée Chalamet.
Okay.
I'm rooting for him.
okay.
And how did you pronounce that?
Timothée Chalamet.
Timothée
Okay, I was
Chalamet.
thinking,
He's
is
got
that,
a-
that's the
He's
proper?
French. She's French, yep. He's got the swoosh E at the
Which
end of
makes
the
it an
Nike
upward
swoosh.
inflection.
Timothée Chalamet.
Chalamet.
I just saw Call Me By Your Name. So good. And I saw Lady Bird
Sure.
like back to back and didn't even realize that he was in Lady Bird, and which he is, if anyone didn't know. And he's great in both. And he's just a super talented actor. And then, of course, I deep dove into everything Timothée Chalamet online. He and Ansel Elgort went to a performing arts high school together in New York.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like they were
Small
destined to be
world.
like pretty
That's
decent at
funny.
acting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
because there's like pictures of them like sidelines at basketball games together, and
Oh,
they
that's cool.
went to like LaGuardia School of the Arts
Sure.
or something.
I know LaGuardia, yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to see all these movies.
I have to see them
these
too.
good
All Mitchell and I watch now are childhood movies for
Yeah.
popcorn.
I'm
like
like-
every time I get a free evening, I'm like, well, guess I'm watching Hook.
I know. I seriously, like, I want to throw in and be like, you know, there's been a lot of good contenders this year. Homeward Bound. Wow.
yeah.
You know?
Woo! Picture of the year.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
But I know this is a table turner that I've watched all the new movies,
It's
and you
really,
guys haven't.
really true.
Welcome
Yeah.
to 2018. Things are different.
no, it is.
Different.
It is. It is.
I think he's really great, and he just seems cool, and like he has great range, and I hope that he does great things. and doesn't get corrupted by the world that is Hollywood and celebrity. But
Well, I did see Ansel Elgort in Baby Driver, and I'm a massive fan of his and that movie. So if he's in the same category, then I'm with you. I'm
they
rooting
both
for him as
seem
well.
like good kids that are very, very good at what they
And
enjoy
talented,
doing.
yeah, that's great.
So that makes me root for him.
I
He
love
doesn't. I mean, he doesn't need another person rooting for him because he's great and has a lot of success already. But I think he
yeah, but
has,
we've seen enough like great actors.
right. He just seems young and like very versatile.
take a turn. Yeah.
And so it's he seems great. So I'm rooting for Timothée Chalamet.
As are we.
Chalamet.
Timothy.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you're up.
I made a little list on the way here,
Ooh.
and I'm just gonna go ahead and say my first thing is Ghost Adventures.
Excuse
the
me?
television show Ghost Adventures.
Do ghosts get together and have a
No.
fun
It's like a
adventures?
reality
It's
show.
like a reality show.
Ghost Adventures.
Zak Bagans, I think his last name is.
Okay.
Bagans. I'm never sure. Either way, I just really I'm rooting for you at all times, man.
Wait, what's this show? Is it like ghost chasing?
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
like one day he got touched by a ghost, and now he's made it his mission to prove that ghosts exist. And I love the show.
All right.
And
he's got like a diplomatic mission. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Is
reaching
he-
out to you,
Yeah.
ghosts.
Is he a previous like person of note or just a everyday guy that
just a dude. He looks like he walked right out of just like. I mean, how do you describe him?
But it's been a second since we've had a new ghost seeking show. Because remember, there's all those
he's been
ghost
around
hunters.
for a long time. He's been around for a long time. I'm just ready, and I'm rooting for him to really just find
That ghost.
Find that ghost,
Yep.
and I'm just ready for a ghost to finally just come and just like come
I don't
right
want that
face
to
to face
happen.
with him, so that he can like put
That would
this to
shatter
rest.
my whole worldview.
No, man, I really do because
I don't want there to be ghosts.
I feel like there's
I know.
almost to a point where look, it doesn't even have to be a real ghost. I want him to think it's a real ghost.
Okay.
But see, I don't think with a guy like this, whose mission statement is to find a ghost, I think finding one ghost is not going to stop his mission statement.
I agree.
He's going to want to find all the ghosts. then.
Well, I just think
yeah, once he gets a taste,
Look,
forget it.
You guys can, give me
That
all
ghost is
the
gonna be
shit
his
you
heroine.
want. But either way, I'm telling you, I'm rooting for you, Zach. Find that ghost.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep watching. You know what? I'm gonna get he's got like these like sonic sound pucks to let
But that's
ghosts
like-
talk and shit.
yeah, that's what
the
ghost
Oculus
hunters.
5.
Oh, Ghost Hunters used to do that, and then Nick Kroll parodied it on the Kroll
Yeah,
show
the Kroll
called
show,
Ghost
yeah.
Bouncers.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
basically that show. It's but it's for
Great.
real, and I
it's
just
for this one's for real.
This
This
one's
is
real.
for
No, these are
real.
real ghosts.
look. Zach has a picture with him with the real Annabelle doll. This dude's not
right.
a joke.
Okay, what
Uh,
channel is this on?
I don't remember,
Perfect.
but either way, that's who I'm rooting
Good
for. That's
plan.
one of my guys,
All
man.
right, do you have another one that
Oh,
you're
I
rooting
got
for?
a list of shit.
Oh boy,
Okay.
what a treat!
Yeah,
I hope they're half as good as that one.
Yeah, future clothes. That's another one that I
Future
have.
clothes?
Yeah, I'm rooting for future clothes, like
Okay.
iridescence, shiny things, chrome things.
Oh
I
yeah, what
just-
do you think is going to be the big Coachella trend this
Who
year?
could fucking know anymore? I think it might just be eating glitter and then making your shit sparkle.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
either way, I'm just ready for future clothes and I'm rooting for it.
All right.
So all you designers
Like
out there,
off white.
yeah, like you know what? Take that risk you've been waiting to take, where you've been like, I want to make a whole suit out of clear. Do it.
I mean,
Or
I think
add a zip tie to a white T-shirt.
Fuck it.
I feel like that's what Kanye's doing.
Pretty much.
And I'm just saying, this is
Add
the
more
year.
holes.
Yeah,
Done.
more holes. Make it look like it's older.
All right.
Yes.
I'm for that. Okay, do you have one more on that list for us?
Yep, typewriters.
This
You know,
one
they're
is
really having
fair.
a moment right now because
Yeah.
of Tom Hanks.
Yeah, no, I just watched the documentary with Tom Hanks.
Wait, what documentary is
He's
this?
a big typewriter.
Yeah,
he's a typewriter head.
It's
Just
called like American.
on a personal
it's,
level.
Oh, he loves them. He's obsessed.
Isn't the movie like American Typewriter or something like
yeah, I
that?
think it's called something like that. Yeah.
Something-
American Psycho, American Typewriter.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Tom Hanks kills a girl. No,
Yeah.
so it's just this. It's just I don't know. It just brought back to life this like. I used to love typewriters and I used to have a typewriter and I just forgot all about it. And then Tom Hanks was in this documentary recently and I watched it and I was just like, whoa, I forgot how much I loved the sound of it, how much I wish. Look, make a
It makes you
comeback.
think about what you're writing. You have to be very patient because that backspace is very difficult.
Okay,
You
well,
know, you can get one for not a lot of money at a flea market.
yeah, and
You should.
let's do it, Jack. Me and you should make a
Done.
type. Look, because see, here's something he said that just really like messed with me. Is he was like, a thank you note when you get it in an email, you you delete it the moment you erase it. But a thank you note you get that's typewritten, you put on the fridge.
That's a really good point, actually.
And,
yeah,
and
I like that.
I feel like in this day and age, those are the things that people
Back to analog, man.
Yeah,
I like that.
They care. They can, and he's like, you know what? And even when
And
I
it's
make a
better
mistake,
than my awful penmanship.
he's like, you make a mistake, you go back, you just exit out. It's just got character. It's real. It was a line.
Yeah,
Fair.
I like that.
I
Totally
like it.
fair.
And you guys laughed at my last one. Fuck both of you.
No, I just can't imagine an hour and a half long documentary about typewriters.
I couldn't either, and I was just in it.
What's it called, Mel?
It's called California Typewriter.
California Typewriter.
Mayer's in it too.
John
Yeah.
Mayer.
John Mayer.
John
makes it.
Mayer, big typewriter head.
Honestly, Tom Hanks claims in the documentary if you say you like typewriters and you want one, he'll send you one. So Tom, hit me up, Mitchell Davis.
Whoa,
Look,
he makes that claim?
he makes that claim.
Wow.
That's I mean,
It's a bold
I would
claim.
like one too if that is on the table as an option.
I would also like one.
We need 3 typewriters, Tom Hanks style.
For
Thank
Mel
you so.
wants
Oh,
one.
Mel wants one too. Actually,
Yeah,
Mel,
Will Derbyshire got one for Christmas from Arden,
Mhm.
and it's beautiful. It's like
Ugh.
red and
Yeah.
like retro, and like
Yeah,
when
Brooks has one.
when I saw that, I was just like, oh yes,
All
Yeah.
right.
I want one. It's beautiful. It's like looking at because it's like mechanical.
that's
They're
what I
very
mean.
cool.
It's like a beautiful mechanical. It's like a beautiful watch
You
or like
can
a beautiful
go and-
old car.
Like a Polaroid camera, you can go and get one at like
We're doing
a
it. Mitchell and I already have a date.
We're gonna
now.
do it. Yeah,
We're going.
we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Can't wait. And we're just gonna
Perfect.
we're just going
Perfect
to
typewriting.
we're just gonna write each other letters.
Perfect. Uh-oh. That's a little sample of some of Mitchell's music if you weren't on board already. Wait, now you're just doing Gangnam Style.
Yeah, I was just having yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's been a day.
It's been a day. It's
Weed
noon.
was legalized in California. I want to type it.
Should we root for Gangnam Style because it got dethroned by Despacito?
Wait, did it really?
Oh yeah,
As
a long
the most
time ago.
listened to?
As the most viewed YouTube video of all time,
Wow.
Despacito knocked
Alright.
it off its perch.
R.I.P. This is a different year, guys.
Yeah,
It really
things are
is.
different.
Feels different.
Yeah,
Jack, do you have what you're rooting for?
I do, but I want to mention one thing off the top since we were
Mm-hmm.
talking a little bit about music right now because I want more of it. I'm listening to a lot of what they call chill hop,
Ooh.
which
Whoa.
have you been listening to that,
I
Mitchell?
hop.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, it's like the best way to describe it is you've actually heard it, you just don't realize you've heard it. If you've
Okay.
ever watched a Casey Neistat video,
Mhm.
chances
Oh,
are
Or
you've heard.
Jesse Wellens.
Yeah, so
it's all
it's
the montage. Sawyer Hartman, all of them have the same type of
It's
music in it.
SoundCloud. It's the sound
yeah,
of SoundCloud.
It's
Yeah.
basically hip hop beat with like jazz samples,
Mhm.
and
It'll have like a trumpet in the background.
it's so good. And I've been listening to it constantly because I found like this amazing. It's called like Jazzy Morning Vibes on Spotify, and I'm just loving it. I listen to it constantly all the time.
Sounds like good working music.
It's fantastic for that. And
Yeah.
but now I've listened to it so much that it's actually some of the things are actually starting to get a little bit repetitive. And I was like, all right, guys, need some more chill hops. So loving it.
Dude,
Make some more.
you should check out Jay Dilla. You would really like Jay Dilla.
Oh, I do know Jay
Like,
Dilla.
see,
Yeah.
he's like the classic originator of those
Yeah.
like beats, and
It's so
it's like the
good.
stuff that influenced Kanye to like start sampling.
It just
and
does
that's
something to
cool.
my
Yeah.
brain that makes me productive. But so anyway, I wanted to mention that because I love it. But also the person that I am rooting for,
So it's a person.
speaking of audio stuff, is I'm rooting for Mitchell Davis.
What? Are you serious?
I am because for those of you guys who don't know, Mitchell is embarking on a brand new adventure where he's getting into the art of the
Mitchell,
voiceover.
I can just see Mitchell's butthole clench right now.
Yeah, and it was right in the middle of my face.
I didn't want to embarrass you, but those of you guys who don't know, Mitchell's got a lot of he's been doing a lot of voiceover work. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's that new show on TBS, Final Space. In the original pilot, Mitchell does a voice in that cartoon, and he does, he does voices as you know.
If you go back through the archives of episodes that Mitchell has been on, you will hear basically an entire reel of Mitchell Davis voiceover
I
throughout
know.
every episode.
Oh, thank you.
And he just got himself a new voiceover agent. He's putting together a new voiceover reel.
I actually
I think this is going to be the year that you like start blowing up on in the sound
VO.
booth, buddy.
I actually just did my first audition yesterday.
Cool. How did it go?
It was good. It was good. It's definitely weird, like being able to do an audition in your house and no pants.
Oh, so you didn't have to go to a
I didn't have
place?
to go anywhere, but I
You
had, like,
record it and send
My
it.
but
first voiceover audition in New York, I had to go to a place.
Oh, that's
and it was
intimidating.
so awkward.
Well, the first time I ever had to go into a booth, that was really, really, really nerve-wracking. But I actually felt like it was more of a safer area because I was just like, in here, I can go crazy. When I was at home, like there was a moment where I was just like, okay, this is
what
like
if the neighbors
yeah,
hear?
this isn't a building, and I don't want to say anything where someone might call the police.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm very excited for you, man. I think you're going to do a great job because you're so good at doing characters. I think you should be on cartoons constantly.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I would love to. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, we're rooting for you, buddy.
We're rooting for you.
I'm going to say I'm rooting for that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's decided. We're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to learn some more about each other that I don't think we have known about each other before. We're going to take a couple quizzes.
I'm very excited about
and
this.
find out some really interesting information. So we'll be right back with Mitchell Davis, voiceover extraordinaire, on More Not Too Deep right after this.
Not Too Deep, coming to a theater near you.
What did you do with Mitchell?
I think the devil
Hire
just walked
this
in.
man. Listen to that.
That was actually terrifying.
Not Too Deep. With Grace Helbig.
Hey, Grace.
Hey, Jack Ferry.
I can't help but notice you're working on a computer right now.
Do you hear this? Listen to this ASMR. That's a keyboard.
It sounds like you're typing.
I was typing.
Are you typing your new website?
I mean, I'm trying to, but I'm having some trouble. Is there perhaps someone that is sponsoring this podcast that could help me out?
You would not believe your luck.
Go on.
Because today's show is brought to you by our good buddies at Squarespace.
What? Oh, those so-and-sos.
Are you ready to start your new business where you can make it stand out with Squarespace?
Go on, Jack. Give me all the top hits about how great Squarespace is.
Okay, all kidding aside, I really do love Squarespace because I use Squarespace on the regular for
and we love
all
them
of
because
my many websites.
Yeah, you have very many. You have a
Yes.
Rolodex of websites
I
that have
do.
all been created via Squarespace, and they have been so supportive of this podcast, and it's been a very wonderful, I think, respectful relationship that we have with them because they're a great company. So
I
it feels
agree.
nice to promote them.
I agree. And I really do love these guys and they really love our show. So if you are thinking of starting a website, let me just tell you that they've got beautiful templates created by world-class designers and they make it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website.
Yeah, you can showcase your work. You can blog or publish content. You can even sell products and services of all kinds. It's just a few clicks away.
And you can customize everything from the look and feel to products and settings.
And this is something I don't think about, but is extraordinarily important in today's world. It's all optimized for mobile right out of the gate. You don't have to do any sort of reconfiguring.
Yeah. Well, I was just
On your
looking at my popcorn website on my cell phone.
Oh, there you go. You can use their analytics. Squarespace has analytics to help you grow in real time.
And if you're not exactly tech savvy, such as myself, you don't have to worry because there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. And if you do have a question, they have award-winning 24/7 customer support to help you out.
Even if you're just feeling lonely, they're there
They're
to help you out in more ways than one.
24/7, just waiting for you.
Guys, destiny is calling. It says you need a new website, so make it with Squarespace.
And if you go to squarespace.com right now, you can get a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code GRACE to save 10% off your first purchase of website or domain. That's squarespace.com, offer code GRACE, GRACE.
Not Too Deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by our friends over at Casper. Casper is a sleep brand that continues to revolutionize its line of products to create an exceptionally comfortable sleep experience one night at a time. With 3 mattress models, they got the original Casper, the Wave, and the Essential. Casper mattresses are perfectly designed to soothe and cradle your natural geometry. Not to mention, the breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulates your body temperature throughout the night. And it's delivered right to your door in a small, how do they do that, size box with free shipping and returns in the US and Canada. But the best part is that you can be sure of your purchase with Casper's 100-night risk-free sleep on it trial. You heard me right. You have 100 nights to decide if you enjoy this mattress or not. After all, you spend 1/3 of your life sleeping, so you should be comfortable. I sleep on a Casper mattress every night. I'm just saying. It's very delightful. It comes literally in a box, and then like putting water on a straw wrapper, and it evolves into like this snake creature. It unwraps from this tiny, tiny box and then like morphs into this beautiful, wonderful giant mattress. And it's a delight. Unboxing has never been so fun. And you guys can get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/grace and using Grace, GRACE, at checkout. That's casper.com/grace. Offer code GRACE for $50 off your mattress purchase. Terms and conditions apply. It's like, yeah, you get the first time I did it, I went home. I drove home, and as I was driving home,
you shouldn't have drove yourself home.
I know I did.
You're not supposed to.
Hannah didn't tell me that. I lived so close though that by the time I got like parked in my garage, I was like, I can't. What? How did I? What?
How did I get here?
Highway hypnosis.
Yeah, everything became like a Dali painting, and I like crawled into my bed and texted Hannah. Was like barely looking at my phone. Was like, am I supposed to feel this way? She's like, oh yeah, dude, you didn't do any research? I was like, no, because you recommended it. Didn't give
You're
me
my
any,
research.
You didn't give me any major information. Like I would be fucked up for 4 hours and not able to do anything afterwards.
This is like the lewd scene in Wolves of Wall Street.
Oh, yes.
He thinks everything goes smooth.
So we're talking about, for those of you guys who don't know, we're talking about acupuncture.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you this, because I've never done it. Is it painful?
No, it's so interesting because it's a little prick, so it's not painful. But the weirdest part to me,
I know a lot of little pricks.
yeah, who are really painful.
Yeah, we're
Pain in
real
my
big
ass.
pains in the ass.
This is a different pain in the ass.
So it feels like getting like a
It's like a
flu
little
shot?
pinch, a little pinch.
A pinch, okay.
But
I
then
can handle that.
the weirdest part that is like makes me anxious before I go, but is like a practice of meditation when you're there, is I usually just get in my upper back and lower back, and then they'll put like ones in the side of your hands and like sometimes like in your ears.
Ooh.
But then they leave you in the room for like 30 minutes. So
With
you're
them
just
sticking in your body?
So that's the craziest thing, because I have this like
Ooh,
I think
I don't
Diane, you told me what this
know.
phrase is. Like it's called like
I might have a panic
cognitive
attack.
disruption or something. You know, when you're younger and you're in a car, you're like, what if I just open the car door right now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Those start entering your
What
mind.
are they called? Intrusive thoughts. So in my mind, when I'm laying there with acupuncture, I'm like, what if I accidentally rolled over on all these needles?
They all
right
just
now?
go deep in. You can't find them
Oh,
anymore.
that's like that feeling people get when they like are on the top of a tall building. They're
Right.
like, what if I jump?
But then they also put this like hot lamp on you. And Hannah warned me. She's like, the first time I did it, she said too, if you do it for the first time, sometimes it has an ability to like loosen up like emotions that can be stored like in these muscles too.
Sure.
And so she didn't get told that they were going to put this like heat lamp on her. So all of a sudden the woman left and her back was like started to get like fire hot. And she was like, what's going on? She was like, I almost started crying because I was feeling so sensitive and like overwhelmed with like
Whoa.
sensation.
Whoa.
And then the woman came in and she was like, my back is like on fire. She's like, oh yeah, we have a heat lamp over you right here. She's like, oh, okay. Like her brain didn't connect.
She didn't realize it was the lamp.
So it, like she went to this extreme of like, what's coming up about my mother right now? Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh man. Okay, I
wow.
want to record an episode of Not Too Deep while we're getting acupuncture because I feel like by the end of it,
Well,
we would
it's
all
like-
lose our minds.
But then you get so floaty, like you start to relax into it, and then you get, and sometimes where muscles like become really tense, you can tell like would need more work on in the
Sure.
future.
It's a kind of like a massage in that regard then, because it helps you release tension.
Yeah, it really does. But I do it so irregularly that it doesn't help the way that it should, where
Right,
you
I
should go
see.
like on a regular basis.
Yep.
she just
And
goes for the high.
Yeah.
Similarly, I started going to a float studio.
What?
It's
Wait, are you doing your tank? You're going into tanks?
I'm going into the sensory deprivation
Oh,
tank.
my
shit, I've
God.
always wanted to do this.
I can't. That's the one thing I don't think I could ever
Well,
do.
I can recommend this one near me, which isn't like it's not like an enclosed like coffin style, so you don't get claustrophobic.
Okay.
It's actually like a room with just a door. And so, you can make it completely dark if you want to. You don't have to.
Right.
There can be music or you turn it off. For the full experience, I went completely dark, completely no music.
And you float in
and
water.
you float in water that's like super, super, super saturated with Epsom salt.
Right. So you float.
And so you are extremely buoyant.
Right.
And so you just feel like you're being held by like this buoyancy. Like it's like holding you up, so you can just completely relax, and it doesn't go in your mouth, it doesn't go in your eyes, it doesn't go in your ears, and you're just laying there
Are you by yourself?
completely for 45 minutes. And you lose track of
Whoa.
time, and it's very meditative, and it's incredible. And so I've been doing that semi regularly, And every time I do it afterwards, I just feel like, wow, I got to do this more often because your brain goes to interesting places. Also, you get, at least for me, because it's the same temperature as your body. So it's very warm water. So it's not at all at cold or hot. At a certain point, you lose the sense of where your body ends and where the water begins. Mm-hmm. So you're not experiencing any touch. You're not experiencing any sight. You're not experiencing any sound.
Pass that doobie, man.
I mean, it really is. When you remove all the external stimuli, your brain just kind of goes, oh.
We have nothing to focus on.
Let's go somewhere.
Wow.
And it's I mean, it's not like an ayahuasca. It's not like that, but it's very interesting and very relaxing. I really enjoy it.
Also the most Los Angeles sounding relaxation thing ever. I don't know people in Ohio have a float studio going on for them.
But
no
it's
offense,
been
I looked at you and I said Ohio. Mitchell,
no,
I'm sorry.
I mean, we made eye contact.
But it's been around since the 70s. It was just used to be called sensory deprivation tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now it's been like rebranded as like I go to a float studio.
Yeah,
it's like I don't go to spin class. I go to Soul Cycle.
Yeah. Those marketers know what they're doing.
They do.
Okay, let's learn about each other.
Yeah,
I'm ready to.
I feel like I just learned a little bit. Wow.
Yeah. Well, we have these 3 BuzzFeed quizzes that Diane found for us, and we're each going to take one.
Okay.
That's right.
One of them is answer 5 random questions, and we'll give you a celebrity boyfriend.
Ooh.
One is what type of trash are you, and one is what is your aura.
Okay.
Wow.
So
we've predetermined.
Mitchell wants to find out who his celebrity BF is.
Yeah. So we'll start with you, Mitchell.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do the quiz.
So it's answer 5 random questions, and we'll give you a celebrity BF.
Great.
Do you have any idea or guesses on who you think it could be?
Who my celebrity BF might be?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, maybe
or any hopes?
Maybe Cumberbatch, Benedict Cumberbatch.
I can see that.
We're both seems like weirdos.
And guys, by the way, if you want to do these quizzes at home, we'll put the link in the show notes. So just look
they're
into
all
the
on
description.
BuzzFeed too, so you can look them up too.
Maybe Jack Black.
Oh,
I don't know.
All right, so question number 1.
Okay,
so it says pick a color: green, blue, red, yellow, purple, pink.
Obviously.
Blue. You can take this quiz without me.
Pick a breakfast.
Ooh. Okay. So what do we
got?
got?
You got like bacon and eggs. With
it's
toast.
like full continental breakfast. A stack of pancakes. A stack of waffles. Those
little
are
sandwiches,
like little sausage egg sandwiches.
Yeah, English muffin sandwiches.
Scrambled eggs and toast.
And then Fruit Loops.
We're gonna go with the pancakes.
Stack of pancakes.
Stack of pancakes, baby.
Okay, pick a city.
And
our choices are L.A., Vancouver, London, Seoul, New York City, and Berlin.
Los Angeles.
Woo-woo! Okay, pick a superhero movie franchise.
Okay, we've got Incredibles, Avengers, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man, and Justice League. I'm going to go with The Incredibles.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, did you guys see they announced who's going to play the people in Incredibles 2?
No.
Check it out. Google it. I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies.
Who's most exciting?
It's still
the whole
like
cast.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing. I'm just excited for all of it.
Cool.
All right, pick a number.
This is the last question. Pick a number: 9, 76, 14, 27, 38, 40.
Well, I recently just got 27 tattooed on me.
Whoa,
that's my birthday number.
Really?
That's like my favorite number.
Yeah, I have 27 notches on my arm, so 27.
Oh, you got Ansel Elgort.
Look at that.
Look at me.
This is actually appropriate.
This is my celebrity buff. Well, look at that jacket.
Yeah, that's a cool jacket.
You're already a couple that dresses alike.
Yeah, we look really cool and cute together.
Yeah, you guys look.
Do you think he'll let you wear his jacket?
I hope so.
Yeah,
because he's your boyfriend now.
It's chilly.
You guys have a very Edward Scissorhands vibe to your couple.
We cut each other's hair.
Yeah. I could see you guys doing that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's such a cute couple.
We just drive around. We have a soundtrack to our life that never stops.
Yep. Yeah, you guys both just drive around with headphones and separately, never talking to each other.
We've actually we've never heard each other's voices.
I think that quiz got it kind of like nail on the head.
Best friends, man.
Okay.
I love it. Okay, who's next? Who's next?
We have we can find out what type of trash I am.
Okay.
Let's do it. Grace is doing what type of trash are you?
Okay,
I don't even know what
kind of trash do you want to be?
I think I'm a basic bitch trash.
Oh, okay.
Let's find out. Let's find out. All right. Question number 1. What's the strongest word you can use to describe something that is very disgusting? Repulsive, foul, vile, revolting, sickening, or nauseating?
Something that's very disgusting.
What's like the most extreme word you could think of?
What's something you would screen first?
Like this is the 10 out of 10 of
So I
something
would
disgusting.
say, I mean, my first brain went to vile.
Yeah,
because it's such
that's a good one.
bizarre word that
I can see you screaming, vile! That's vile!
That's vile.
I like it.
If I was on a reality show and that was my talking head when someone like dicked me over, she's vile.
All right, so the next question is, what's a food you would continue eating even if it made you feel sick every time you did? I already know the answer to that.
Yeah. It's French fries.
There you go.
Yep. There we go.
Oh man.
All right. How often do you wash your hair?
Every day, every other day, once per week, once every 2 weeks, when it's time, once a month? Question mark?
I think I'd have to go when
Honesty.
I mean, it would be once a week, but it's also when it's time.
Yeah, when it's time.
When it's time.
When I'm like, I can
Ding,
get
ding,
one
ding,
more
ding,
day
ding.
because I'm not leaving my house today.
All right, here we go. What subject did you underachieve in high school?
Oh, history.
Ooh.
All right.
But I was a straight A student, but history was really tough.
But
for
that
me.
you underperformed. Okay.
Oh, pick a pet that looks like a... Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, pick a pet that looks like a celebrity. We've
Okay,
got a
yeah.
dog that looks like John Travolta.
Yeah,
a
we do.
dog
Oh my
that looks like
God.
William H. Macy. A dog that looks like Ron Perlman. A
Oh
dog
my
that,
God.
or sorry, a cat that looks like Adam Driver. A dog that looks like Harrison Ford.
Whoa, that Adam Driver cat's freaking me out.
And then we've got a Steve Buscemi
Oh,
cat.
whoa,
I know,
that's Steve
the
Buscemi cat.
The Steve Buscemi cat is what I went to first.
Whoa.
That's like,
It
all
spoke to you.
yeah, you guys go check this quiz out so you can see the visuals
It's amazing.
firsthand.
Man, that Adam
All right,
Driver.
now this is a good one. Here we go. How old are you emotionally? 12, 15, 21, 37, 55, or 90?
I think I'm 21.
Okay.
I think I'm 21.
All right. Assign a letter grade to your
Your
last
last
hookup.
Oh,
no.
Yes! Assign a letter grade to your last
Goes
hookup.
all the way from
Last
A
hookup.
to F.
Last hookup. This doesn't mean last relationship,
Yeah, just
right?
Last
yeah.
hookup.
You know that.
Last hookup. So if I'm in a
last-
relationship, that wouldn't be considered a hookup.
That is
No.
correct.
No.
So it'd be like before that.
That
Yeah,
look, you know,
exactly.
that,
So
that-
before your current relationship, your last hookup.
look at all the face she's making.
Is a B minus.
Oh, B minus. Oh.
You got a very smelly, empty trash can. You're a trash can that can become trash itself. Even when you're empty, you smell really bad. The trash receptacle has become the trash.
Why is this the deepest quiz I've ever taken? And two, who made this quiz?
Yeah, I love that somebody was like, I'm going to make this. And then it got really serious quick. Oh,
Wow.
Now I
man.
want
You're like, I feel personally attacked.
So
a very
offline-
smelly, empty trash can.
offline. You guys both have to take
Oh,
this because I just
100%.
now I need to see what other types of trash even exist on this
100%.
quiz.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
So far, BuzzFeed, you're nailing all of us.
Nailing it. All right, so
Really.
I'm gonna do quiz number 3. What's your aura?
What's your aura?
You know, Jack the float guy.
Yeah,
Gonna try
I
this
know,
one.
right? We know exactly what color your aura is. So here are your questions. What
Okay.
was your favorite subject in school? Art, science, English, math.
Okay, so would this be like high school? Should we say?
Oh, geez, he's already doing it.
I'm just
boy.
wondering. The answer is English.
English?
Yeah, English.
I knew it was going to be English. Do you prefer spending time alone or with other people?
And it says, I like being social or I'd rather stay home.
If I'm being honest, I'd rather stay home.
Okay.
I
If
get
I'm
that.
being honest.
We prefer you to be honest with
Okay.
us, buddy.
Yeah, how much planning do you put into going out?
Oh, I
I-
love to plan out everything.
Well, why don't you just take the test for me, Mitchell? But yes,
Well,
that
I'm
is
just
the
saying,
answer.
I've seen you wear a tuxedo just for fun.
So your answer is
Yes.
I'd love to plan out everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I prefer that than just winging it.
What kind of person are you at parties? I love being the center of attention. I like going out, but I definitely don't need to be in the middle of things. Let's go. But I'll only stay for about an hour or so. I'd rather stay at home, thanks, or nope.
I'm actually the person. The answer I will give is, let's go, but I'll only stay for an hour or so, even though I usually end up staying longer.
Sure. Okay. Do you take the time to plan out your outfits
Oh,
in the
God.
morning?
We already know the answer to this.
Is there one that says for too long? What?
So it's yes, I have all my outfits laid out days in advance. I think about my outfits while I'm in bed, but I'm not huge on planning. I just look in my closet and throw on the first thing that looks good. I grab whatever looks clean off of my floor.
The truthful answer is actually I just look in my closet and throw on the first thing that looks good. That is the truth.
Yeah,
but I do like to look put together. If I don't look put together, I will change it.
You dress so well though that it does look like it was planned out 3 weeks.
Maybe it's just a sign that you have a good closet.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys.
How many houseplants do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 or more?
The ones that are alive.
Yeah.
Well, how many do you have? Because that means even if they're dead and they're there, you in theory wanted a plant there.
Right. Okay. I have 2.
2.
Yeah.
Oh. How many of those? Oh, you got a red aura.
Ooh.
You're enthusiastic and energetic, a true adventurer. The mantra of an individual with a red aura is, I'll try anything once.
That's kind of accurate.
Yeah, because of their devil may care approach to life, they often find themselves in hot water.
Oh,
you know, it's funny because when Mitchell and I were traveling, one of the things that I would do is every time we would go to a new city or country or something, I would say we have to order one thing weird off the menu.
Yeah.
Something that we never had. So this actually feels spot on.
Also,
BuzzFeed kind of nailed it.
Find yourself in hot water. Dare I say, hot floating water.
Hey.
What?
Slightly warm.
What?
Find yourself in a hot floating water tank.
This is you drive a car that's red.
I do drive a car that's red.
Wow.
BuzzFeed, get out of my head.
I know.
Well, if you're
I love
listening,
these quizzes, guys.
Yeah, you've got to take these quizzes, and that replies with your stuff. I want to know what you got, and I also want to know what kind of trash you are.
Yeah, most importantly, we want to know what kind of trash
one. I had high hopes for, and it delivered even higher. I am so. Wait, we have time before we have to take another break. Can one of you take?
I'll take the trash one. Let's do it.
Okay, we're redoing trash.
I mean, it just seems like it really touches on soul.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, what's the strongest word you can use to describe something that is very disgusting?
Oh, what are my choices?
Repulsive, foul, vile, revolting, sickening, or nauseating.
Yeah, I'd be like, that's pretty foul. That's pretty foul.
Foul. Good.
Yeah, that's lit.
All right, what's the food you would continue eating even if it made you sick every time you did?
Pizza.
Pizza boy.
How often do you wash your hair, Mitchell?
When it's time.
See? Yeah.
What subject did you underachieve in high school?
All of them. No, it was history. It was history. Oh, foreign language. Sorry, I didn't even see that. I literally was so bad.
Foreign language.
Can't you speak this language?
Pick a pet that looks like a celebrity.
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver
that cat is freaking me out.
How old are you emotionally, Mitchell?
Oh my God. Right now I'm having a midlife crisis, so I want to say 55.
Wow.
All right. Assign a letter grade to your last hookup.
Man, it was a B+.
Yeah, good for you.
All right.
Oh my God.
You got steaming, overflowing dumpster.
You're a whole dang dumpster filled to the brim with mystery juices running down the side.
Oh.
Wow.
You know what's crazy is when I looked at myself in the mirror, I said, you're an overflowing dumpster this morning. I was like, Mitchell, you know what? You look like an overflowing dumpster. And I knew it.
I think this is a positive mantra. You know how people are like, my soul is full. You just like, my dumpster is full and overflowing.
It's not just overflowing, it's steaming.
Yeah. Like literally, that means that there's something in there that's
hot garbage.
Yeah. You got
hot
those
garbage.
hot mystery juices running down the side.
There is a chemical reaction happening in my trash.
I want to do this one.
I want to make a quiz like this.
I want to do this
Yeah,
one.
Jack, take this really quick. We need to know. We need to
quick.
know. I'm sorry.
All right. So the strongest word to describe something very disgusting is revolting for me.
Revolting.
Revolting.
What food would you continue eating even if it made you sick every time you did?
Donuts.
Donuts.
Really?
Yeah, because some of those I just can't eat.
How often?
I actually wash my hair every day.
Every day?
Yep.
Okay, what subject did you underachieve in high school?
Also foreign language.
Foreign language.
Just tough. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Pick a pet that looks like a celebrity.
So I'm going to go with Harrison Ford dog because of that weird smirk.
Oh,
Dude.
I didn't even notice the smirk.
That's the Harrison Ford.
How old are you emotionally, Jack?
I feel 21, personally.
I knew you were going to
Alright.
answer that, and I agree.
Thanks.
Assign a letter grade to your last hookup.
A minus.
A minus?
Mhm.
Oh, you're recyclable trash.
Mostly.
Oh my God.
You don't smell that bad because you're mostly
Hang on.
recycled
No.
garbage.
You missed the
You don't smell
italics.
that
You don't smell
bad.
that bad, but you're mostly recyclable garbage.
There's some waste mixed in there a little bit, but you're mostly trash of the salvageable variety.
Oh,
Nice job.
BuzzFeed.
I have never
You flatter
felt
me.
You're like water bottles full of pee. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, we could recycle it, but nah.
Yeah.
We're still gonna put it in the normal trash.
I love this quiz.
But
This
also,
is
I have never
amazing.
felt more disconnected from you. I feel like you're now up here and I'm way down here.
If it means anything, I'm right next to you, steaming hot.
You're somewhere in the middle
Yeah,
ground.
I'm just hanging out between you both, rolling around,
Oh
leaving
my
a trail.
God. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, this
Wow.
is surprising that the trash quiz has reviewed the most about our souls, our lifestyles, our beings.
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys have a friend, I highly recommend you get together and do this quiz together
Right.
in front of each other.
I know that I've
It's very
recommended like
revealing.
the Myers-Briggs personality test in the past,
This
but
one's
I
so
think
much
this
better.
one might be a little bit more comparable to
I think
who
it's
we
a better
are.
understanding of
Yeah.
who you are.
If you wanted to, you were quick questioning how to start the new year. Still, you're like kind of lost.
Yeah.
Take this quiz, and I
Do
think
it.
it'll
Fuck
kind of
your aura,
Yeah.
find out your
Yeah,
trash.
just find out your trash.
It'll put you in the lane that you need to be in.
Wow. Good quiz,
Oh,
BuzzFeed.
man,
Yeah.
that really was good. That
Well,
was too good.
We're going to continue the ball going on finding out things about Mitchell in the segment This Is Curious, where we pull up something that you posted on social media in the past.
Oh, great.
And this is a tweet that
From
we just
2012.
yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
we just think this is curious, and if you could give us any backstory or information on this.
This is from the 28th of July,
Yeah,
2012.
and it says, okay, I need a good piece of driftwood, parentheses, about 15 inches long, and parentheses, for my next art project.
Exclamation point.
You know what's crazy is I actually had a few people send me pictures of driftwood for this, and I was like okaying a few of them. No, when I was this is back when I was I'm sorry.
This is back here in Ohio.
This is back when I was living in Ohio. I just moved out on my own, and I wanted to.
So you were crowdsourcing a piece of driftwood, but you don't even give any, like, let me know where to get one. You just let them know that
He's
you're...
like, okay.
Well, do you notice?
I need.
Do you notice that's at 11:45 at night?
Yeah. I like how it got 4 retweets. Like they're like, come on, guys.
We need
Let's
to help.
crowdsource this shit.
Mitchell
Mitchell
can't
needs some driftwood. Come on, guys.
They were supporting me, man.
I like
can't-
it.
Oh,
And he
shit.
can't find it, but he hasn't told us whether he wants us to tell him where to get it or if he wants us to send it
No,
to
he
him.
just wants us to know that he needs
Well,
it.
yeah, what's if
Did you ever get the driftwood?
I
And if
did.
so, what
I-
did you make?
I
What is
did.
the project?
And it was honestly just a set in the corner, and then I tied a bunch of yarn off all the ends and had CDs hanging off of it.
my God.
I mean, to be fair, that sounds very Pinterest.
It was
It feels-
totally cool, and I had my singing bowls around it.
Oh,
It was like
how
a li-
Tulum of
It was
you.
I could call it my meditation corner.
Oh my God. We're getting so spiritual
I
this
cannot
episode.
believe that this is the tweet you picked.
This is 5 years ago. Look at how far you've
Ghost
come.
hunters.
I don't need it anymore. I let that
auras,
piece go. It drifted away.
Trash, driftwood. I mean, this
Yeah.
really is like a very
But I like
spiritual
that
episode of
you're-
Not Too Deep.
Also, it's so specific. About 15 inches long.
Yes.
Well, because
very specific.
I didn't want it to be too tall or too short. It needed to lean just perfectly enough
Yeah.
with those singing bowls. Yeah, this was a great little moment.
Wow.
The fact that this is still on the internet makes me think like, oh man, my Twitter is fucking.
It's archived in
Yeah,
the Library of Congress.
This is horrible.
They
Yeah.
archived all the tweets.
I know.
Like, can you believe this is taking up space on something?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's so
It's crazy.
insane. I know. It makes me not want to go back in time anymore.
I just want to say, if you go back and find this tweet, retweet it right now.
Yes.
Let's get
Let's
as
blow
many.
this
Yeah,
up.
let's get as many people thinking I still need this driftwood.
Also, do you have
right
a
now.
photo or anything
Of
in
this
your
art piece?
of this art piece living in your? Is it in the background of a video or anything?
I think actually, there's a video I have called the life extraterrestrial or something.
Well, I'm going to put it out there too. Retweet this tweet, and also if you find this mystery driftwood art project in any of Mitchell's videos, please
Or
screen
photos.
cap it
I'm pretty sure there's a
tweet it
picture.
at us.
Tag us.
I ended up just finding like a really good branch that I sanded for a long time.
I know, I like that you're like Driftwood in the middle of Ohio.
That's why I was like, I need it, guys. And
I don't live near the coast.
Yeah, it needs to be drifted and wood, and it has to have emotion and feeling. Something that looks like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm glad that this is just an educational episode for all of us. Just
oh man,
learning really about who we are at the core of our souls.
I love it.
We're gonna take a break from all this learning for a quick second, and then we're gonna come back and answer your Twitter questions. We asked for questions and advice that might be needed. So now, because you can see how spiritual we all are, we can now pass that on to you in any endeavors or problems you might be having. So we'll be right back with your Twitter questions after this.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is sponsored by ThirdLove. When it comes to bra shopping, it's all about finding the right fit for you. And there's only one lingerie brand that offers bras in sizes AA through G, and that is ThirdLove. They use thousands of real women's measurements and super smoothing memory foam to create bras that fit and feel great. While most old school bra brands only carry 15 sizes, ThirdLove offers 60 sizes, including half cups, which no one else does. ThirdLove knows that there is a perfect bra size for everyone. So right now they're offering you beautiful listeners 15% off your first order. To find the bra you've been waiting for, all you have to do is answer a few simple questions from ThirdLove's Fit Finder quiz. It only takes 60 seconds. You can do it all from home. You don't have to worry about any awkward fitting room experiences ever again. So try a ThirdLove bra. It's so comfortable, you'll probably forget that you're wearing it. If you don't agree, returns and exchanges are easy and free. This year, make the change that will change the way you think about bras. Go to thirdlove.com/grace now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/grace, GRACE, thirdlove.com/grace.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is sponsored by Juice Beauty. Have you read the labels on the back of your skincare or makeup? I haven't. Most people don't, but Juice Beauty wants to change that. Your skin, turns out, can absorb up to 60% of what you put on it. So what goes on your skin is as important as what goes in your body. And made with certified organic ingredients, Juice Beauty promises to always formulate without parabens, silicones, petroleum, or other potentially harmful ingredients. Their formulas are naturally derived ingredients to provide clinically validated results that are just as good, if not better, than conventional beauty products. For instance, Juice Beauty's Phytopigments Ultra Natural Mascara, rolls off the tongue, uses pigments from purple carrots, argan, and rose to provide a deep, rich color to define and lengthen lashes. And guess what? If you go to juicebeauty.com/grace for exclusive savings on your first order, when you use the code GRACE20 at checkout, you will be so pleasantly surprised. I'm just throwing it out there. Back to the podcast. We're back.
We're back.
We all had to settle down because we're just such trash.
I found my Driftwood video, by the way.
Yeah,
We did?
You found
Yeah.
the Driftwood video.
It's called The Life Terrestrial on Livelavalive, and for like a brief second, you can see Meditation Corner, and there is a little piece of wood on the ground, and you see it.
I'm so happy that you got it and you finished your art project.
I mean, I'm not gonna not commit. I'm an artist, man.
Did
even
you
if it's
tweet
silly.
it so that you would have like accountability?
No, I will when this episode comes out, and that's when everyone starts giving me shit.
I'll tweet at you when this episode comes out. Be like, tweet me the Driftwood.
I took a still of it just for the moment.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah. There you go.
But now I want to give the people what they want, which is answers to their questions via Twitter.
Yay.
So let's take a look at some Twitter questions, which, oops, I'm not prepared. Sorry, they're on this.
Stand by. Grace's got to get her iPad.
I know. I was so used to
Ooh.
looking at the screen and finding out what kind of trash you were. Okay, here we go. This is from Quantum Narco 93. Would you rather wear a mask that makes you smell your own farts all day or carry a bottle of your pee and have to present it to everyone you encounter?
Jesus.
Ooh.
This is, wow.
man.
This really took the would you rather to a new level.
Wow.
This is something
Where you wear a mask. What, is it a gas mask? Or
Yeah.
is it like a mask of your own face so you look normal to everyone?
See, that's my question, because it's like one of them is really like putting it all on me, and the other's putting it all on the world.
Yeah.
right. But
This
also,
is-
I
I think I'm going to take the farts for the world.
Yeah, I would do that too because I don't fart that much.
I fart a lot.
Oh,
I fart a whole lot.
Wow, you really are taking one for the team.
Here's my thoughts on this.
Here's my
Here's my fartsosophy on this. That if you're wearing a mask, you're still going to have to present that to everyone you encounter.
That's true.
But it's better than showing them a jar of pee.
But it doesn't say that you have to say it's your pee. I put that in a Gatorade bottle, so it looks like Gatorade.
Or you put it in an apple juice bottle.
Right. Or you put it in because it doesn't say a clear bottle.
Yeah,
you're so smart.
If you want to give us some crazy fucking this or that, we'll come back at you with questions galore, okay?
Yeah.
First off, the mask looks just like my face, so that works. And also, the pee is hidden in a Gatorade bottle, so...
And also, I took a magic pill that makes my fart smell like flowers.
Yeah, so
it's a charcoal mask.
So guess
Yeah,
what?
there you go.
I'll do both.
Okay, this is from Alex JBR. Ever had that moment where you just want to walk up to a young man in his late teens and tell him that his hair gives you anxiety? I feel like this is unfair to ask Mitchell because he has been that young teen.
I was going to say, yeah, no, I was that guy. It's the truth, though, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I think it doesn't. I don't think I've ever had a young person whose hair gives me anxiety, only in a way that, whoa, I wish I could be that free to express myself. And also, I'm old, so that would just give me anxiety.
Does hair really that anxiety?
Yeah, I don't think it gives
But
me...
they're just asking, have you ever had that moment?
I don't think I've ever had that moment, a moment similar as I've wanted to go up to someone and just been like, how? How do you do that every day? I see, okay, lately I've been seeing like the rainbow dyes where it's like
I don't know how to do that.
A person will like take a bun out of the top of their hair and all of a sudden it's like every color in the motherfucking spectrum flies out of their head.
Yeah.
I just want to go up to every person I see with that and be like, how do you do? Like, what do you do?
Just hours and hours
and how does
hours.
And is it worth it? Because it all washes out and fades.
Yeah. Like eventually, does it just look like a big blob of brown in the back of your head?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder.
And do you want to look like a clown? Is that because that's what it sounds like to me
Hey,
when
man.
you're describing?
If you could have any
Sounds like clown hair.
style of hair, regardless of like the current texture and style of hair you have now, what would you want?
Ooh, 1995 Leonardo DiCaprio hair from Titanic.
Straight down the middle?
No,
Bowl
that
cut?
it's like messy and he just like pushes it back and it's like golden blonde.
Oh yeah,
and
he
it,
did have good
and
hair.
it, and it looks good. It kind of looks like it's almost permanently sweaty a little bit.
Yeah,
like in Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah, but not and.
Yeah, no,
plus.
Romeo
Yep.
plus.
It's a mathematical movie.
Yeah.
It was just like the perfect 90s hair.
Yeah, he
That's
did have great
true.
90s hair.
Ooh, what about you, Jack? I want to know this.
This is a little embarrassing, but when I was a kid, I think in middle school, I cut out a picture of Johnny Depp circa 21 Jump Street.
Okay.
And then I would show it to my barber and say, give me this.
Yes.
With like, and I had like the swoopy brown hair like in my like in front of my left eye. Looking back on it now, I realize it's just like very
coolest thing
embarrassing.
ever.
I did not look like Johnny Depp. Shocker of all shockers. I thought though, if I had his haircut, I would start looking like Johnny Depp, and I did not.
I think that's
So-
the misconception for a lot of people when they go and get their hair cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you hear a lot of hairdressers, their biggest complaint is like, I'm not going to be able to change your face by changing your hair.
Yeah, or the muscles, or
Right.
him being charming and tall, and all those things.
Or a
You
different
are-
human being.
Yeah, you're a doughy middle schooler. You're not going to look like Johnny Depp in his prime. So sorry.
But what a nice hairstylist for never saying that to you out loud.
He was very cool about it. Yes. So thank you, Mark. I remember his name. Great guy.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to
up,
Mark.
Mark?
Shout out to Mark at Magic Hair.
Oh my God.
I mean, not so magical, but
He actually, you know what he was known for? He was known for the guy he would like carve things into the back of people's heads.
Oh, like a Nike
Remember when that was a thing?
Oh, yeah,
Like-
when people, it's still a thing, like the fades with like the designs in them.
Even more, he would do like Bart Simpson on the
Oh,
back of
hell
the kid's
yeah.
head, and then he would dye it like.
Oh shit.
Yep, like he would do like the Eagles
That's
logo,
so Jersey.
and then dye it green.
I fucking love this.
He was
That's
on the
pretty great.
he was on the news. I remember him being on like Channel 6 Action News, Philadelphia News, and being like, "Dude, my hairstylist is famous. He's on the
Oh my-
news."
How come you never got one of those sweet fades?
Yeah, man.
That wasn't my style, man. I'm
Okay.
going for Johnny Depp.
Mark, if you're out
Johnny
there
Depp.
listening, we want popcorn logos in the back of our heads.
Yeah.
Now.
No, we
Get
do
it?
not.
Yes, we do.
No, we
But
do
yes,
not.
we do.
That's so corny.
Oh, that
Maybe
sounds
you
so
do.
good.
I'm
Man,
not 13.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was in elementary school, there was a kid named Michael, and every once in a while at recess, he would have me color in his Nike swoosh with a blue marker, and I would happily do it because I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
A marker? Why didn't you just get some manic panic?
Good, because we was fucking poor, man, and we had like a blue marker just in.
Okay.
We just would take it from the art room.
You can get a thing of manic panic for like $8.
What's
Yeah.
manic panic? Hair dye?
Yeah, that was the stuff. It was like the vegetable dye that because I dyed my hair
Uh-huh.
purple when I was in middle school.
You went through an
Whatever.
identity
I
crisis.
did a bit. It was fun. Whatever. I used to like hang out with like skater kids and like whatever.
He
That
was a skater boy.
I was a
so
skater
see you
boy.
later, boy.
Yes.
His
So
name is Jack, and he makes
I wonder if there's
podcasts.
photos. I wonder if there's photos of me from that era. They're
Oh,
probably
please.
extremely embarrassing. I'll ask my mom.
Please find those.
I'll ask. I'm
That
sure.
was
I'm sure there's one
that
somewhere.
was adorable. I'll ask my mom.
I'll ask my mom.
Well,
I'll
she's
ask
the
my
only one
mom.
who'd have them. I mean, there weren't like digital photos then. It was all on
Right.
film. So
Film it, you take it to CVS and you wait for an
Yeah.
hour and they develop it and you hope nothing weird was on the camera.
Yeah.
remember there were those like little like vestibules in like parking lots
Yeah,
you would drive
you
up
just
to, like the
throw 'em
1 hour
in.
photos.
I
Yeah,
loved it.
that was weird.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this
We have
close-up picture?
Actually-
Hey, who took the camera and took two bigger? And this is a close-up of somebody's butt. This isn't funny.
Oh,
Yeah. Someone-
Mitchell, aren't you doing like an art project now where you're only taking photos with disposable cameras?
Oh yeah, for my Instagram for 2018, I stopped doing just blue and I downloaded an Insta like an app that's just disposable cameras.
Oh, I didn't realize it was an app. I thought you were
Yeah.
actually getting disposable cameras
No,
developed.
no.
No,
It's like an app that doesn't let you look. It doesn't let you see. But I'm only posting pictures like that.
Beam.
So when you take a photo, a selfie, you
You
have
don't
to
know
take
what
it
you
old
got.
school style.
It just like when you open the app, it literally just looks like the back,
Like a
of,
disposable
like
camera.
a back of a disposable camera.
That's cool. I
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
And so like when
It's
you,
called Huji.
yeah, Huji,
but you can
and then-
still take as many photos as you want.
Yeah, and then when you go there, then you go into your labs, and it just has this like kind of effect.
It
on
does have a cool look. I was saying, I think it's a
Huh.
cool thing
Yeah,
to do.
it's
I didn't
kinda-
realize it was an app. I thought you were doing it with
like
real
it's got,
disposables.
it just like kind of gives it that
Yeah,
kind of
that's
that,
cool.
that touch.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, you could get a filter that does it and make life easier than trying to get your looking through the
Well,
lens.
I don't know. I really like.
you
to
like to
do,
just make your life harder
one,
than it is.
I love. No, I love.
He wants to type on a typewriter.
Yeah.
That's true. I like Instagram themes, and I also like to just challenge myself. My 1 second every day ended, so I told myself I want to incorporate pictures back into my life more because video has
Yeah.
been taking over for the last.
Yeah,
5
and
years.
why
audio.
did you stop doing the 1 second every day? You loved those.
Because-
yours are always so creative and cool.
Well, because I felt like 5 years was a really good time to like
Well,
wrap it up. I mean,
5 years,
yeah.
every day
Did
a
you
video
feel
for 5
any
years.
anxiety about that, of, like forgetting a day or something?
no, honestly, the anxiety all left once I started year 2 and realized like I got in the groove.
Yeah, that's like embedded in you, like brushing your
Yeah, at
teeth.
that point, it's a habit.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, now it's actually just been really strange not filming moments.
Right.
I've been getting my camera out ready.
I'm so used to you saying, "Can you get this for my 1 second every day
and
Yeah.
so like lately, that's why
or my second of the day?"
but that's why I've been like, okay, when I get my camera out, let's actually just take a good photograph of it instead of. It's
I want to actually talk a little bit of something, not to get too off topic, but something that I found super interesting from another podcast I listened to. So I've been listening to 2 podcasts which are really interesting. One is Note to Self, which is hosted by my friend Manoush Samarodi, and another podcast called 10% Happier, hosted by Dan Harris.
Oh yeah, I
And-
think you talked about 10% happier on an episode.
yeah, it's I really like both of those shows and both of those people. And anyway, there was this thing that Manoush was talking about when she was being interviewed for the 10% Happier podcast, and she was saying that like they actually found that when you take photos, like there's a study that when people take photos, it affects your memory, because effectively what you're doing is you're sort of outsourcing your memories to your photos. So she was saying like, you know, there are times when that can be helpful. Like if you're in a parking garage and you're like, I'll never remember where I parked, I'm going to take a photo of where my car is parked.
Right.
But she says, if you go to an art museum and you think, wow, that's a pretty whatever, I'm going to take lots of photos of all the pretty things that I see. She's like, you actually have an experience where you don't have as good of experience if you had just been there experiencing the art.
I 1,000% feel that, and is one of the reasons why I felt like 5 years was good to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that
I
makes
found that
sense.
fascinating that there was actually a study that kind of proved that.
Well, I was
So I kind of feel like I want to stop. I want to start taking fewer photos.
Well, I was
I
feeling.
want to experience my
excuse
life
me.
a little more.
I was feeling that there's a pane of glass between me constantly, like
Right.
like a little bit of.
and I felt that when I was a news cameraman. I felt like
Yeah.
I'm at these world-changing events sometimes,
and I'm still watching.
and I'm not
it.
experiencing it because I'm watching it through the viewfinder of my camera.
I heard John Oliver talk about this recently, and he made such a great point. So funny. At the beginning of his shows that he did over the holidays, he would say, like, he would just laugh and be like, you all have your cameras out right now. That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
That you're like, I bought a ticket. I came in person to this man I want to listen to him do stand-up for an hour, but I don't want to experience it now. I want to save it for later and much, much smaller.
Yeah.
And terrible quality.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I go to a concert. I'm like, put your damn phone away. You are never going to watch that.
Exact. No, trust me. I totally
It's just
agree.
getting in the way of everyone's view.
Banksy had a really great tweet the other day. He was saying, like, it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be black. It's okay to be Catholic. It's okay to be a girl. It's okay to be all these things. It's not okay to pull a full concert on your Snap story.
Oh, agree. Although I will have to say, that is actually not Banksy.
I know it's not Banksy.
It's a fan account.
It's a really
but that
great
is
fan account,
that is a good point though. Yeah, I absolutely hate that so much.
That's what I actually.
It's like ruined music
And
shows for me.
I've done it. I've been too excited about
I
being
think for
there.
a second to let people know what you're up to is fine, but I've seen people literally videotape an entire show,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, come on.
When I went to the Childish Gambino's Pharaoh thing, they actually took our
your
phone. They
phone.
took our
Right.
phones and put them in little bags beforehand, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean the crowd.
love
the
that.
crowd was
Yeah.
dark, and I mean I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm
Yeah.
so used to just seeing the glow of people's
And
faces.
you know what's
Yeah.
funny
shit.
is the way you describe that show is in such rich detail that I feel like
It's my memory is better with it
because you hadn't taken
I lived it.
photos.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
and I look, man, and like I've been thinking a lot back on why ending the 1 second every day is like the whole like doing the same thing over makes you go crazy a
Yeah.
little bit, and I felt like that's kind of where I was too, where I was like I'm not going to get anything else out of this.
I respect that. I
like-
think that's cool.
5 years of this, like you can
You
only
got out of it what you needed to get out of it.
which I will say in my 5th year is very different. It's not out yet because I'm still editing it together. But like my 5th year, I took a lot of footage of other footage, and so I'm making it spliced together so they say sentences and stuff.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
cool.
Yeah, just
That's
because.
very like Rouché.
But I just felt like I needed to do something different because even year 5, I was like, shit. It's like I can show you that I'm doing laundry again today, but it's like you've seen it 4 other times.
Right. And
you
then
know?
for you, you're like,
Yeah.
what am I getting out of this right
Yeah, and especially when it's like you're saying, like I already feel like I'm not even really there because I'm having to film it.
now? Mhm.
When really I don't even want to touch my phone right now, and it's been really nice.
There was when I saw the Anthony Weiner documentary.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, Anthony Weiner documentary. There was a moment where I was watching it and I was like, that microphone looks a lot. Oh, right. That is my microphone. When he resigned from Congress, I was there filming for Al Jazeera television and I forgot because I was there filming it. And that was my microphone. And the thing that jogged my memory was the fact that my microphone was on the podium as he was resigning from Congress.
That's insane.
And it's so weird because it doesn't feel like I was there because I experienced the whole thing through this tiny black and white viewfinder on my video camera. And it really does screw with your perception. So anyway, listen to the Note to Self podcast it's WNYC podcast. It's super great. It's all about like having a healthy relationship to technology, specifically our phones.
Yeah.
And it's probably my favorite new podcast.
That's
So-
awesome.
Very cool.
Little tangent.
Sorry to get off topic.
No.
but
I think that was
it's
an
cool.
off topic that was worth it, right?
Yeah.
Worth it. Always worth a good wreck.
Yeah.
Okay. George Dean, C3 says, so I need advice for my workplace. I
love advice.
I tend to stay out of things, but a lot of my coworkers come up and tell me drama about what's going on at work. How should I handle it?
Write it all down on a piece of paper. Eat that piece of paper. When you get home, use the bathroom. As soon as you use the bathroom, let all that drama go. No, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel like he's doing it right. Stay out of it.
Yeah, I would stay out of
but
it.
I guess they're asking, they try to stay
He's
out of
trying
it,
to
but
get
people
pulled in.
come up to him all the time and spout work drama, which tends to be what happens when you are the quiet person that listens in the office,
True.
that everyone uses you as someone that will listen to what they're
Yeah.
saying.
True.
Vocalize your feelings.
Yeah, I mean, you can say like, I've had friends say things about other people that say like, to be fair, like I like that person, just FYI,
Right.
for whatever reason, which doesn't
to disarm the whatever you're about to say right now.
I'm not going to agree with you, and I'm giving you a heads up that I'm
Yeah.
not going to be here and commiserating in whatever this thing is that you're going to tell me.
Mhm.
Also, just like headphones.
Oh,
Brilliant.
or if you have too much time on your hands, here you go. You rig a little button under your desk. Okay, now hear me out. This button, when you click it, nobody can see it. It's not to call the police, but it's to call your own phone on your desk. Someone walks over to you, and as they're
Right.
walking over, you click that button. You go, "Sorry, I gotta take this."
That's great.
That's funny.
I think that's a great
That's
idea.
a great idea. Is there really something that does that?
I don't know, but if not, Shark Tank.
Let's invent it.
Hey, there has to be.
Like an Amazon dash button that you just hit and
Yeah,
it makes
they
your
hit-
phone ring. It
Yeah.
says emergency.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta take this. Sorry.
my
But
God.
then,
it's
that'd
David.
be such a genius idea that you have a button that's on your keychain that you can click and you can set it to, so it's like a text pops up that says "mom,"
Yeah.
like from
Oh.
mom.
Yeah.
I got my dad. I gotta check
Oh
how
my
he's
gosh.
doing.
Sorry,
my
yeah,
dog
my-
just texted me. And I didn't even know he had a phone. I've
That's
got to go.
brilliant.
Oh my gosh.
Let's Shark Tank this.
Yeah.
I love this idea.
But I still agree. Write it all down. Eat it just for fun.
Okay. Becky Sweet wants to know, can you talk about pulled groin muscles? I pulled mine last night on some ice, and everyone loves talking about groins.
I actually can talk about this intelligently, believe it or not.
Okay.
So one of the
Not how I thought this was gonna go.
One of
Let
the-
me grab a drink.
one of the exercises I like to do at the gym on leg day is the hip adductors.
Okay.
Which
Sounds hot.
which looks like it's like a pulley system, sort of like one of those pulley machines. But
Okay.
basically, the activity what you do, it's like the Thigh Master. Do you guys remember the Thigh Master?
Oh, yeah. My mom had one under her bed as if it was like a sex toy that she was hiding.
That's hilarious.
Sorry,
so
Mom.
She'd get it out at night. She's like, "Shh, no one's home."
so your hip adductors are like these muscles on the inside of your legs, which are important for like cycling, which is why I like to do them. So one day I was like feeling like really into it, and I'm like gonna do all the exercises. I'm doing like the glute push. I was doing like the the leg curls, whenever. And so then I was like, I'm just gonna run the rack on the hip adductors.
Yeah, fuck it.
Like,
So you basically pulled your muscle.
and then no, I felt fine.
Uh-huh.
And then the next day, I was so sore, I literally couldn't walk up or down a flight of stairs.
Dude, your stairs are at your house.
I know.
How do you leave your house if you can't?
I couldn't for about 3 days.
Oh.
And then I told my trainer what I had done because it wasn't a training day. I was there on a Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And he was just like, oh, yeah, man, I made that same mistake. And what's funny, though, is today at the gym, there was a dude doing it. He was having one of those days, and you could tell he ran the rack. He did the entire stack of the weights. And I was just like, have fun with that tomorrow, buddy.
Yo, tomorrow.
When you pull your groin, you can't do anything.
Yeah, but it's also like any pulled muscle, right? That you can't do anything with the pulled muscle,
You
and
just
there's
have to
no
wait.
way to fix it in
There's
time.
no way.
Guys,
Yeah.
if we're going to talk about things that muscles do, can we just talk about what the fuck is a Charlie horse and why do I keep getting them in the middle of the night?
Oh,
at
you
the worst
do?
times.
That's awful.
No, I get them when I run and I'm not drinking enough water,
Is
and then
it-
it wakes
is it
up
a
and
water
it'll
thing?
go like and it's like
Oh, you
it-
cramp up on, ooh, God,
Yeah.
that sucks.
and my toes will do it too. That they'll cramp over, and I'll be like stop toes, stop.
like,
And it's literally just not enough water. It's from
maybe
what
that's
I've heard.
it. Or maybe you have restless leg syndrome.
I don't know, man.
But that's
Talk to
when
your
you-
doctor about Requip.
What?
That's
Potassium. Oh, I need some bananas.
Get those nanners in your diet.
you don't eat bananas,
I don't really like bananas. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I need.
but they're
some,
not round.
Oh, okay. Fuck you, dude.
One day, one day Mitchell told me that he doesn't like to eat round foods,
And
I've
it's-
been
But you love
teasing him ever
pizza.
since.
I do love pizza.
No, he means like
Wait,
he means
no,
like
no, we're not
Spheres.
getting into this. We can't
Okay.
get
like
into
like the
this.
cereal Kicks.
Chickpeas are a great example
It
of the
freaks him
fucking
out.
Well,
grossest.
Kix hurts your mouth when you
It
eat
freaks
it.
him out though.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
He finds it vile and revolting.
Okay.
My OCD is acting up. Ah!
You don't eat peas?
Oh God, peas! Literally, when I see a bowl of peas, they all might as well just be going, "Fuck you! Fuck you! You'll never be able to eat us!" And I'm like, I know, because my brain says you're evil.
All
That's
right.
funny.
Well, that's a fun, weird thing to say.
Yeah, Jack, that's insensitive
Yeah.
to someone's mental state.
It's just funny the idea that peas are saying "fuck you, fuck you."
It's a great voice.
Peas.
Cody Yo wants to know how to get through a breakup.
Oof.
Ugh,
How to get through a breakup?
they're
well,
the worst. Time.
Yeah, it sucks because it's time.
How to get through
That's
a
it.
breakup?
It's also I've said this before. Just letting yourself feel mad and sad and bad, and not avoiding those feelings, because you'll eventually Like I've had friends go through breakups where they're like, I'm fine. And then they'll like go date around. And then eventually it hits them all of a sudden that they're like, I'm not fine. And if you just let yourself be not fine for a bit, also like have good friends that hold you accountable. I was talking to someone who said they went through a really bad breakup and their roommate was like, cool, dude, you get 1 month and being like sitting on the couch every day drinking beer, and then like after that you gotta get up and do something, and like having a friend that's not gonna kick you out, but like
indulging that for a month is good,
letting you feel shitty, and then being like, I'm also gonna hold you accountable and be like, now's the time. You've had enough time to like sulk.
I think something, some advice that I remember, maybe I read it somewhere. I just remember it saying like, just know that the longer you're in a relationship, the higher and the more serious you take it. It's like a mountain. And the moment that you break up, you're jumping off that mountain. And the more you've invested, the higher you are. It's a longer jump. So it's going to take more to recover when you land. So you just have to understand that that's like, there's like a balance, a yin and yang to this. You got to give yourself that same amount of time to recoup.
Right. Because it's not completely unlikely, but highly unlikely that if you date someone for a month, it's not going to take you 2 years to get over that person.
They say it's a month per year.
It's like, I've heard also that it's half the time that you've dated someone to like fully emotionally close out. It doesn't mean you can't. Like,
I didn't hear anything, but it's just until I stopped crying.
I will say this though, rage is a powerful fuel. Like when there are times when like, even it doesn't have to be just, a breakup or anything. When something really negative happens, if the silver lining that I have found that it's almost like food, like I can use it and like work out really hard. I can work really hard and focus on my work and things like that. So if you have, probably not when you're in the midst of it, 'cause it sucks. But as you start coming out of it and you realize I am a whole person again, but I'm just really, really angry about this thing. Use it if you can, because it can help you like accomplish some things that you might really want to accomplish. I know people who have gotten into terrible breakups and have gone traveling and seen things and learned new languages and things that they weren't motivated to do when they were stuck in a rut of a relationship.
Date yourself for a little bit.
Hey, there you go.
Figure out who you are.
Yeah.
Figure out why that relationship didn't work in the first place, maybe.
Yeah, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else?
Tell them,
RuPaul, that's also what I'm rooting for, is RuPaul's All-Stars season that's just starting. But starting when we're recording this.
I have to throw something out, too.
Yes,
okay, so did you guys know how the Match Game just came back with Alec Baldwin? Okay, so I turned that on because I watched the original Match Game with my mother loved that show.
I loved it. Tim and I watched it all the time.
So I turned that on and my girlfriend sitting next to me goes, oh, is this like a parody of Snatch Game from Drag Race? And I was like, no, Drag Race was
a parody
of this old game. And she's like, I've never even heard of this old game. I thought they came up with that by themselves. And I was just like, wow, times. This is crazy.
Times are crazy. But
I just thought it was funny. Sorry, had to share.
But that's also how good of a show RuPaul's Drag Race is. People think it lives unto itself and is created unto itself, but it's perfect.
It really is.
It's so, so good. Okay, we're reaching the end of the podcast with Mitchell. I think, this has been...
I see the light.
I didn't expect this to be as educational and like...
this is a slightly different episode than we normally do. I like it though.
Self-discovery.
Cool. Hey, we can't rant all the time.
I think because of the BuzzFeed trash quiz, we got a little deep
in our own garbage.
Yeah, a little recyclable and a little deep is how we got, which is fun. So Mitchell, you don't know, but this new way we end the episodes is we thank you for being here by giving you a gift of look
at this giant check. No, what is this?
I wish we have a fortune cookie for you. Diane had to step out for a second, so we have.
Mel is bringing.
I'm getting
a
fortune cookie.
Yeah, it's personalized just for you.
Wait, really?
How
do you personalize a fortune
cookie?
That's
a trade secret we can't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a fortune cookie for me. Here, let's ASMR this.
Let's hope that this is yours and not Steve.
I'm opening my fortune cookie right now.
Whoa.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
I can't even open it. I've never been able to. It says, I can't open this, guys. I can't. No, I got this. Your room and the floor will get a spring makeover. Congratulations.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
You live on the floor here, and it's about time you do some spring cleaning down there.
No, it's gonna be nice. Actually, since we've moved locations, now that we're in like this little area, I fell right through into the neighbor's house.
Did you? Yeah. What are they like?
They don't know I'm living there yet. It's very interesting.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe you can like have them call ghost adventurers to come and find you.
Ooh, that might be the biggest crossover of all time. Thank you so much. I love fortune cookies.
They're so good. I think they're highly underrated as just a delicious treat.
Yeah, they are pretty tasty.
Mitchell, where can people find all your stuff?
Inside a fortune cookie.
So he's on Twitter, Mitchell Davis with 2 M's, 2 L's, 2 S's.
Mm-hmm.
He's on Instagram, which is just Mitchell Davis. And on YouTube, Livelavalive.
Yeah.
He's also
Available for voiceovers.
He's available for voiceovers, and he's the co-host of our movie review show, Popcorn, which you can find at popcorn.show.
Yay!
Had to do it.
I had to speak for Mitchell because his mouth was full of
Honestly,
fortune cookie,
it really
and it was
was.
gross.
It was very good, though. This is good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mitchell, for once again gracing us with your presence. And go check out Popcorn if you haven't already. It's a really, really fun podcast. And other than that, we'll see you next time on another episode of Not Too Deep. Goodbye.
Bye.
Too deep, too deep, too deep, not too deep with Grace Helbig.
Listen up. Your skin can absorb up to 60% of what you put on it. So what goes on your skin is as important as what goes in your body. Juice Beauty is a skincare and makeup line that is made with certified organic ingredients. And they promise to always formulate without potentially harmful ingredients. Go to juicebeauty.com/grace for exclusive savings on your first order when you use the code GRACE20 at checkout.
Not Too Deep is a production of Grace Helbig Incorporated.
Produced and directed by Jack Ferry.
Producer Melissa D. Mons.
With writing by Diane Kang.
Production assistance by Jenny Stringfellow.
Audio support by Chris Henry.
Editing by Melissa D. Mons.
And an extra special thank you to Flula for the theme music.